in. Come on in.
On one level, the show is just basically being invited to someone's housewarming party and you get shown through the house, except there is no house. There's a magazine that shows you what the house would look like.
Vince and I were living in Europe and we had all our German friends and we'd go to their houses and their houses just looked like a IKEA storeroom.
We've done a small reno in our own home.
That has to change. It clashes.
And we've witnessed friends of ours doing renovations. So part of it's experience. Look at that. That is what the guys at Malmö were saying we needed. That's what they said. That's in the magazine. Page 13, a wall of blondes.
I think when you first go to make your first work about something, it's easy to turn to that thing that's most close to you, which was the other relationships we were seeing and how they were being influenced by the home renovation, that kind of almighty rite of passage which we put ourselves through.
Malmö was our genius idea to name the show, and what we were thinking about was to have a generic IKEA type name.
And we had Fumleys and Umlaus and someone said Malmö. We went, yeah, that's it. The show's called Malmö. Made the website, said the show's Malmö. And someone said, you realise there's a Swedish town called Malmö? And we just went, oh, God.
The kind of work that we're making is a collaborative process between Ingrid, myself and Vincent. And I think that's quite special and strange in that they're a married couple and I'm a 33-year-old man, almost the third wheel.
No matter what role you play, we're all having input and making the scenes and building the material. So it's totally a collaborative process.
We kind of coined this phrase amongst ourselves called aspirational suicide.
We found this book by Alain de Botton, The Architecture of Happiness. He mentioned and wrote about this idea that people often try to recreate or create in their homes the physical manifestation of who they want to be, not necessarily who they are.
And that what's ignored in the middle of that is the key element of family or love or understanding, that we start externalising all of this sort of nurturing into our spaces.
So for me, the heart of the piece is really the couple's struggle with their relationship. The reality is not so great, but they're constantly, desperately trying to be the couple that they think that people expect them to be.
We try to take the couple to that point where everyone goes, there but for the grace of God, go I.
Trish Gold, or maybe it's Sunny Day. You have no, you can't just slow down. I just ask you to slow down.
I guess what really sort of cemented everything was the idea of the magazine.
It came from one of Ross's ideas when we were talking about the set. He said, I got a better idea. Let's get rid of the set. Let's not have a set. Let's just have a magazine which has the photos of the set that we would love to build.
So the performers essentially sell you the emperor's new clothes. They believe that they see everything that's in this magazine is there and that everyone who's walking through the house can see it as well.
Page 18, this is kind of where we went to town a little bit. 4 metres of industrial strength, double thickness glass.
In a way, the audience become conspirators. They're voyeurs, they become prop elements and scenic elements, so they're really integral to the architecture of the piece. Sorry.
You come to see a show and the performer comes up to you and says, hi, how are you going?
Welcome to our house, so come on inside.
And you straight away will go, okay, I'm in a housewarming, but you also go, okay, I have to imagine I'm in a housewarming. So it's a little way of starting out that suspension of disbelief.
This is not a house. This is a machine for living.
For talk show to be coming to Adelaide for the festival, it's fantastic for us.
To have that show in the Adelaide Festival is definitely a career highlight for me.
What I guess I've realised what actually makes the difference is not necessarily the money that you've got or the spaces that you're working in, but it's actually finding your mob, finding those people who you really make amazing work with, and I think it's really quite special.